Are we okay? We're going to fucking... We've got to do the fucking shit that we for fucking drug abuse. No! Are you listening?
Sean here. I was listening to Casey episode 11, and there's something that's very concerning to me, but also something enlightening. During this call, amidst the bullshit stories of Lorne having toe sex with a woman, anything that he sees on TV, the whole toe sex story, that's like a bullshit story you hear 7th and 8th grade guys trading back and forth. Not even high school, because it's too childish for them. But Lorne, he eases his way back into, I need your real number. It's not good enough that he has her number on Google or whatever it is she's actually using. Because that's what the other catfish women used. There is nothing at all that he would gain from having another number. He wants this number because he wants to feel like he's one of her inner circle. He wants to feel like he's on the same level as her friends. He doesn't care about her family, as the other boyfriends. He wants to be on that phone, and I'll tell you why. Lorne now understands. He gets it. It takes him a while, but he understands that there's another phone, and other guys might be able to call that phone, but he still can't. He can't monitor that phone. He can only monitor the Google number, not her real phone number. When I say real phone, I mean real phone number. So he doesn't have access to that. Obviously, she must be using that number to hook up with all the other guys in the neighborhood and the entire state. Hell, in the country. She's banging every other guy, and she's using the number he doesn't have to do it. He's dangerous. He's incredibly dangerous. He lies and says, oh, the email won't work. If you give your email, well, anybody can make up an ID. Anybody can do this. This is Lorne. This has nothing to do with probation. Do you remember me telling you about Steve, the lieutenant? He's retired now. Actually, he just went back to work for emergency management. But Steve, I just called him, and as soon as I listened to this, and I said, let me ask you a question. Probation and parole. How do you prove that somebody's real? Usually, it only takes a phone call, unless red flags go off, and then it would be a video call. So a video call would work for probation. The issue is that if there was a video call, Lorne would want to be involved. He'd sabotage it himself. He doesn't want her to call probation with the Google number. He doesn't want her to give him her email. No matter what she offers, he doesn't care. We know what he wants. All he wants is that phone number. He wants control of every aspect of her life. He has no self-awareness and doesn't realize who he is, what he is, and that he has nothing to offer. And nothing good can be said about this man. Nothing. This virgin is so concerned that something might be going on that second line that he doesn't know about. He has to have it. I need that number so that when I call you and that number goes to voicemail, I can now rage. I now have an excuse to get in the pocket, and I can just go ballistic, and I can accuse you of whatever I want, because before, he didn't know they were using Google numbers. Before, he thought they were real numbers. As far as I know, he didn't understand the difference. So he thought with them, he had their main number. He had no idea there was any side conversation going on, or they had a different life. But now with her, he wants to dominate that other phone. Steve said an email would work. They'll send you a form you got to fill out. Maybe send them a copy of your ID, because this moron doesn't understand. Probation and probation and parole, they could probably spot a fake ID, you redneck idiot. You have a driver's license number. You have everything. You just send it to him. But this is obvious that Lorne doesn't care about any of that. He doesn't want to prove she's real. He wants that number. Ladies, if this man asks you for your number and you give it to him, and he asks you if you have a second phone, run. It's none of their business how many phones you have. It's none of their business which number they reach you on. He can't be grateful just to have contact with a human being. I saw a great comment tonight, and this is pretty much true. He doesn't fall in love with people. He falls in love with attention. He has nothing. Without Casey, he has nothing. I picture Casey as like this little tool, and you've got a little bit of electricity in your hand, and you touch the little tool, and it gets excited, and it bounces around, electricity moves it around, and then it just dies down. That's Lorne's life. Put a little bit of energy into it, chaos erupts. You don't know where that tool is going to land, bouncing around the table. Chaos erupts, and he's happy. And then it dies down, and it's boring. With one number, that's not enough. He's got to have two, so he's sending text messages to both numbers. He's leaving voicemails. Well, I figured I'd call your second number. This is why. Calls the first number. Hey, it's Lorne, trying to get a hold of you. Call me back, please. Boom, picks it up. Second number. Hey, this is Lorne. Just figured I'd try the second number. Must be talking to somebody else. Boom, calls the first number. Trying to reach you. You haven't called me back. I left a message on the other phone. Do you see how he's using them as weapons? It's like this buildup. He's bouncing back and forth between the numbers, and soon it's just going to boil over. Steve just texted me again, and it is correct. It is correct. An email would work just fine. He doesn't even have to have a real phone number. Whatever way, it could be the can and the string. They don't care how you're communicating. They care that you're communicating, and they want to verify Lorne, not that she's real. They want to verify that you're not talking to another kid, because somehow you still think probation and parole is there to protect you and not the rest of society. So we know why he wants to use that other number as a weapon. He wants to dominate it. He wants to feel special. He wants to be able to try and track what she's doing on that phone. And we talked about relationship OCD, and he'd probably want to have shared text messages and shared emails. He would have his own, though. He would have his own second phone. She would only be allowed to have a phone that was tied to his number so he could see everything going in and out. And I'm sure once he got that number, he'd start pushing for more access. I want video conferencing. I think with Lorne, he has a smartphone, even if he's not supposed to. I know he does. He would try to hit FaceTime. Oh, I didn't mean to hit video. I meant to hit, call. He would try to hit FaceTime. He'd try everything in his power to get some kind of video connection. And when she wouldn't answer the video connection, he would go crazy. As I say, mental. He would lose it because she wouldn't answer video. She would only answer the regular call. Imagine you're sitting with your friends and you get a call and you don't see that it's FaceTime. And this face that you're looking at on the screen pops up and goes, "Hey, baby. Oh, you having a party? Yeah, I like to suck toes." Whatever he would say. Completely embarrassed everybody. Who's around you? Here, hold up your phone. Let me see who's around you. So yeah, I don't blame her for not giving him her real phone number, because he would abuse it. He would try everything in his power to keep going until they're connected 24 hours a day. If he had his way, that real phone would be set up wherever she's at with the video on, and he would sit in his piece of shit trailer and watch and go, "Hey, you need to turn the phone. I can't see anymore, baby. Baby." His little forehead would be right up in the screen. "I can't see you, baby." That's what he would want. So I don't blame her for not giving her second number. So those are my thoughts on the whole second phone number, and his weak and pathetic attempts at manipulating her into doing it. No matter what she offered, it wasn't good enough, and he decided, oh, it's got to be that real phone number. It's got to be that phone number. That's all it can be. Everything else doesn't matter. You could show up in person. No, because anybody can put makeup on. Anybody can put a disguise on. I need that real number. Stay away from him. Guys, girls, boys, women, stay the hell away from Lorne Lynn Armstrong. He is dangerous. He's desperate. And like I said in the other video, when no one is watching this man, he is going to do some dastardly things. And I believe it. And I think he's going to forsake probation and parole when he assumes, well, I'm probably going to be dead in 10 years anyway. May as well go for it. Quote me. If I'm not around, if I die, so be it. Somebody else will be there to see the prophecy come true. I love you guys. I will see you in the next one.
What?